I'm excited to give you a quick overview of CodeSee review maps. Review maps make it easier to do a code review and easier to do it well. CodeSee will generate a map like this for every pull request and post it right on GitHub, so you can get a visual overview of the code you're about to review. The map shows the files that were added, removed, or edited, as well as any new or deleted dependencies between those files. It also loads in related files that weren't modified as part of this pull request, but are impacted by it. So right off the bat, you can see at a glance what the impact of this pull request is on the larger codebase. Click on the image, and the map becomes interactive. You can read the description in the sidebar, and you can toggle off the related but unchanged files right here. The map is laid out based on the connections between files. This tends to put entry points on the left, helpers on the right, and business logic in the center. Click on a file to focus on it and its dependencies. We can see that this file is related to two other files. You can double-click on a file to open up the code. You can review the code just as you would on GitHub. You can add a comment or start a review, and these are all real GitHub comments mirrored on the GitHub pull request. As you reach the end of this file, remember those two related files we saw on the map? CodeSee has brought them in right here, so I can check this file off as reviewed, read some related code without losing my context, and then mark these two as reviewed as well. Okay, back to my map. We can see those three files have been checked off. My progress bar is starting to fill up. Review maps makes it so much easier to dive into a big code review and make it manageable by letting us break it up into small, related chunks. Navigating around a code review needs to be easy, so there's a file search and a file browser. You can use the file browser to see almost all the same information as the map, even when you're looking at code. And when focusing in on a file, we always pull in related code as well. But at CodeSee, we believe the best way to understand what the author of the pull request was thinking is to hear it straight from them. That's why we created tours. Here's a different pull request. It's one that I made recently. As the author, I can create a tour by making comments, adding them to the tour, and sequencing those comments together into an interactive walkthrough. Now when my teammate comes to review this code review, they can use this tour to navigate the pull request, stepping back and forth, diving into the code until things really make sense. Okay, back to that pull request I was reviewing. Looks like everything's checked off. Time to leave my review. I really hope review maps make your code reviews a bit easier to do, and maybe even help you understand and catch a few things you might have otherwise missed. Happy coding!